Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Seattle Mariners vs Tampa Bay Rays, New York Mets vs Miami Marlins, and Los Angeles Angels vs Texas Rangers, which are happening on Monday, August 2, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Tampa Bay has some momentum heading into Sunday's contests as they moved back into the top spot in the AL East race. The addition of Nelson Cruz has bolstered the Rays' offense as his power has improved the production from the DH spot in the lineup. Pitching in this one isn't overwhelming on either side as Flexen, despite his 9 wins, has an ERA north of 5 on the road this season. Seattle has surprised many, as the Mariners are third in the American League West, even though the club has the worst team batting average in baseball at .221. Seattle's slugging percentage is slightly better at .383, which is 26th in baseball, and the Mariners have scored the 20th most runs with 445. Mitch Haniger is leading Seattle with 25 home runs, while Kyle Seager has become Seattle's most consistent hitter with 17 doubles, 22 home runs and a team-leading 64 RBIs, but the Mariners' third baseman is averaging only .221. Tampa Bay won their third straight as they took the first 2 games of their set with Boston in the battle for the top spot in the AL East. The Rays entered Sunday holding a narrow half-game advantage over the Red Sox for the division lead on the strength of Saturday's win. In that contest, Ji-Man Choi, run, 2 RBI, Wander Franco, run, 2 RBI, and Francisco Mejia, run, 4 RBI, each had 2 hits to lead the offense. Choi, his 8th, and Mejia, his 5th, each homered in the victory. Ryan Yarbrough started but didn't factor in the decision on the mound. He threw 5 innings, allowing 5 runs on 4 hits with 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. Austin Kittredge, 7-1, worked a scoreless 6th, allowing 1 hit, walking 2 and striking out 3, to earn the win. Michael Wacha gets the ball for the Rays here as he logs his 19th appearance and 14th start of the season in this one. He comes in 2-2 with a 4.79 ERA, a 1.304 whip, 19 walks and 66 strikeouts over 71.1 innings of work on the year. Wacha didn't factor in the decision in his last start, which came Wednesday at home against the Yankees. He threw 5 innings, allowing 1 run, none earned, on 3 hits with 1 walk and 9 strikeouts in a game Tampa Bay eventually dropped 3-1 in 10 innings. At home this season, Wacha is 1-0 with a 3.58 ERA, a 1.062 whip, 7 walks and 36 strikeouts over 37.2 innings in 9 appearances, 6 starts. Wacha makes his 4th career start against the Mariners here. He comes in 0-2 with an 8.25 ERA, a 2.333 whip, 7 walks and 9 strikeouts over 12 innings of work. Wacha is 1-1 with a 4.01 ERA, a 1.125 whip, 11 walks and 36 strikeouts over 42.2 innings in 10 career appearances, 7 starts, at Tropicana Field. My betting advice for that game is to pick Tampa Bay Rays. The Mets have added some offensive bite to their bark with the addition of Javier Baez to the batting lineup. He's a legitimate threat to play spoiler every time he steps to the plate to swing. Sure, the Marlins have the defense to suffocate teams and shut opposing offenses down for long stretches. But then they'll turn around and blow games in the later innings. That's the area where a player like Baez truly shines in his ability to dramatically impact a game. But the biggest issue for the Marlins in this game will be with their own offense. They'll be running into a Mets team with the same ability to suffocate and suppress. The Mets have struggled at times this season but still boast the best record in the division behind one of the best pitching staffs in the game. 26-year-old starter Tyler Megill has been one of the great surprises this season with only 8 runs allowed in 7 starts, while also tossing 39 strikeouts. Moreover, Megill has a .179 expected opponent batting average, a .268 expected opponent slugging percentage, and a 2.30 expected ERA as one of the team's top pitching prospects. They thought they had the Yankees on the ropes when they were the ones getting rope-a-dope the entire time. New York couldn't buy a run for the first 7 innings, and then the relief help gave up 3 runs down the stretch. And it was game over. That's what typically happens when your offense can't get anything going. The Marlins are sitting at a .235 batting average and .677 ops in a year, where they're only averaging 3.92 runs per game. It's an uphill battle every game, hoping their pitching and defense plays well enough to disguise the offensive stench. But it becomes harder to hide when facing tougher opposition. Such will be the case on Monday against a Mets team that currently sits on the NL East throne. Tyler Megill is a real problem the Marlins are going to have to deal with on the field, along with a defense that doesn't make a lot of mistakes. This will be a tougher visit than when the Marlins visited Lone Pot Park back in May. My betting advice for that game is to pick New York Mets. This one is a battle of the bottom 2 teams in the AL West, but there is a pretty wide gap between the squads. Los Angeles is still on the fringes of the wild card chase, and they hope that the impending potential return of Mike Trout can help them get back in the race. Of course, that means the Angels are going to have to beat teams that they are ahead of in the standings, which the Rangers are a prime example of such a squad. Texas dealt away Joey Gallo and Kyle Gibson ahead of the trade deadline, thinning both their lineup and their rotation in the process. Ohtani has struggled on the road, but the Rangers are a struggling bunch when it comes to generating offense, ranking 28th in the majors with 3.86 runs a night. Los Angeles's playoff hopes are quickly fading after losing a 4-game set to the wild card leading Athletics, as top pitching prospect Reed Detmers struggled in his MLB debut on Sunday. Things got off to a good enough start as Max Stassi launched a 2-run homer in the bottom of the first, with Jack Mayfield providing an RBI double 1 inning later, but that would be it for the offense, and Oakland took control in a 5-run third. Texas won for just the second time in 14 games since the All-Star break by rallying for a walk-off win in extra innings against Seattle Saturday. The Rangers entered Sunday in the basement of the AL West, 26.5 games behind the Astros for the top spot in the division. In the AL wild card race, they were 21 games behind the A's, so they've been reduced to a spoiler role over the season's final 2 months. On Saturday, the team finished with 7 hits with Jonah Heim, 2 runs, 4 RBI, the only player with 2. Heim hit his 6th and 7th homers of the season in the victory, including the walk-off 2-run shot in the bottom of the 10th for the Rangers. Taylor Hearn didn't factor in the decision as he threw 3.2 innings, allowing 2 runs, none earned, on 3 hits with 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Spencer Panton, 1-1, earned the win despite allowing 2 runs, 1 earned, on 3 hits with 1 walk and 2 strikeouts over 2 innings. Dane Dunning gets the call for his 20th start of the year for the Rangers in this contest. He comes in 4-7 with a 4.20 ERA, a 1.411 WHIP, 31 walks and 90 strikeouts over 90 innings of work on the year. Dunning earned the win in his last start, which came Tuesday at home against the Diamondbacks. My betting advice for that game is to pick Los Angeles Angels. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.